that soon we could be drowning in our own trash, the best solution to fix this problem is to recycle. Did you know how easy recycling would be and how positive of an effect it would have on our planet? We produce nearly 250 billion tons of trash a year, according to how much garbage do we produce in the USA. That's a ton of trash in just 1 year, and that number is just going to keep increasing unless we do something about it. The time to act is now. Recycling is sort of like exercising. We don't always do it, but we know that we should be recycling. Do you want to destroy the planet? I don't think so. If you recycle, you will cut back on global warming and air pollution. Recycling makes us more energy efficient. It keeps our landfills from overflowing. It gives us hope. Recycling can improve groundwater quality, create jobs, and add property value. Why everyone should recycle helped me to realize that just one person can make a difference. Why don't you help make that difference? Do you know that the planet has already begun to feel the effects that global warming has had on it? We need to lessen the impact of global warming by recycling so that we don't destroy our planet. Manufacturers producing certain materials from scratch release a significant amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Producing aluminum is a great example of a product that produces a lot of carbon dioxide when made and thus increases global warming. Did you know that these chemicals and greenhouse gases released by landfills also harm our planet? Our landfills are filling quickly on our planet. I bet that you didn't know that many seaside landfills have started dumping trash and waste into the ocean to try and fix the problem, according to why everyone should recycle. I don't feel dumping into the ocean is an acceptable solution for fixing the problem. If we don't start recycling, we are going to be drowning in our own waste because we are not going to have any land left. Do you want that to happen? I don't. We all create trash, but we don't think of how all the trash gets to the landfills. But if we recycle things like paper, plastic, metal, and glass, we can reduce the amount of trash gathering in our landfills as stated by How to Recycle. When we recycle, we will ultimately save our planet. The factories producing plastics, metals, and paper release many toxins into the air, as read in Why Everyone Should Be Recycling. Why everyone should be recycling will lessen the need for manufacturers to make new materials. Recycling will reduce global warming and air pollution. We should also start recycling paper. A single tree takes in about 250 pounds of carbon dioxide a year, but we don't think about what cutting down those trees to make more paper does to our air. Cutting trees to make more paper just leaves the carbon dioxide in the air instead of removing any, which ultimately means that we have less oxygen to breathe. When we recycle trees, rainforests will be saved and preserved, as stated by Recycling is Important. Did you know that 60 to 75% of our trash in the landfill can be recycled, as read in Why Everyone Should Be Recycling? If everyone was to start recycling, then the amount of garbage that could be recycled wouldn't be in our landfills. Recycling makes us more energy efficient because it takes twice as much energy to burn plastic as it would if we would recycle it. If everyone just recycled 1 pound of steel, then the energy saved would be enough to power a 60-watt bulb for a day. Recycling also gives us hope. In the garbage in landfills puts many dangerous contaminants into the groundwater. A landfill is literally a hole full of trash that is buried. Many of the products that are put into landfills aren't usually biodegradable, which means that they will eventually get into our water supply. The dangerous chemicals and contaminants in runoff runs off into our lakes, rivers, and streams. The runoff contaminates the water, which then kills off the fish, and the fish can no longer live there. The runoff is one of the many reasons why it is not safe to drink water from streams or rivers while you are hiking and or camping. Recycling will reduce the amount of waste that gets into our waterways. Recycling will also create new, well-paying jobs. Recycling is a new and growing industry. From manufacturing to processing or collection to invention, recycling is a new job opportunity waiting to happen, which brings in billions of dollars annually, restated from Why Everyone Should Recycle. The need to recycle is only going to get more needed because our population keeps growing and our technology is changing. Recycling will create more jobs than what new landfills would do. Recycling Basics says that recycling will bring in well-paying jobs and create better opportunities. Recycling is going to create more jobs. Many properties near landfills have less property value than homes away from landfills. Recycling will decrease the amount of land needed for landfills, which will consequently raise property value of homes near landfills. The more people recycle, the more their property value will start to rise because we will be reducing the amount of garbage piling up in our landfills. Recycling only takes one person to start making a difference. Recycling is a widespread problem, and it needs to start being fixed before we drown in our own garbage. Making small acts of recycling make a big difference no matter what it is. Recycling your newspaper in return saves a tree from being chopped down. Small efforts to recycle individually will show others how easy recycling is and hopefully make them want to start recycling too. As Why is Recycling Important states, we will save the earth if we all start recycling. Recycling cuts back on global warming and air pollution, makes us more energy efficient, keeps our landfills from overflowing, gives us hope, improves groundwater quality, creates jobs, adds property value, and just one person can make the difference. Everyone should start recycling before we lose our battle and start drowning in our own trash.